your focus of like study is gay people in the church.
Yeah.
What specifically like about gay people in the church?
Because that's broad.
That's very broad.
Yeah. That's
narrow it
input.
down further.
I'm gonna narrow it down.
Yeah.
So I'm doing gay people and the Pentecostal charismatic churches, like our church.
Yeah.
Because with what we know is from traditional churches.
Yeah.
Things that came with the traditional church.
Yeah.
So I mean, like times have gone, like times have flew. Like I just want to tap into what is happening now, because we have gay pastors, we have like what's going on. Our church.
What direction are we taking?
Yeah, like what's happening now? Is the issue being avoided? Gay people being addressed at church? Like what's happening? What's the treatment now?
What are you finding? I'm interested.
Hi.
Anyway, yo, what up? We're back again with another episode. We're still pushing the Women's Month edition. Today we've decided to call on the mighty Ntombi Maseko.
The mighty drama.
I think that's like, I should start learning how to call people with, such things.
You must rehearse, you must practice these things.
Yeah.
Give us proper intros.
Drama. Has to.
Yeah. So anyway, man. So how are you, Ntombi? Are you good?
I'm good.
Yeah. We welcome you to the Symposium Podcast. Hopefully we're gonna have a nice and casual conversation about a lot of things, right?
Yeah. I'm happy to be here.
You're happy to be here?
Long overdue. Why when I'm busy talking to kids?
Wow.
There's a time and place.
Okay.
So you're here.
I'm here now.
Yeah. Don't start war. Don't start war. That's what qualified. So yeah, man. So cool. Today, we're gonna be talking about a lot of things, and as usual, I have to start the conversation about first of all, you're an academic. Should I say that?
Well, I'm making my way to that.
Okay.
So not yet, but
Not yet.
I am in academia though.
Yeah.
Not an academic yet.
So what?
Whoa.
Okay.
You're losing me. I'm a makulu. What is an academic, guys?
Oh, you can start there too.
What's an academic?
Yeah, you can start there.
Yeah.
Please explain to me.
Academic. Someone who's in academia, like officially. So
Okay, so someone who works.
yes, in academia.
In academia.
So
Yeah.
I'm still
What is academia now?
Now again.
Pelangasho, we're trying to simplify for an average listener. But anyway, man. So cool. So you're in academia, working your way to academics. So how has the journey been for you? Like,
Okay, I found out that I love school. I wasn't planning to be in academia in my undergrad.
Yeah.
It was get my degree, get gone. But as I went, I was like, I actually like school. So I might as well.
You might.
Take my chances. Let's
You
go
are
to
a
postgrad.
very rare breed. You like school.
And I ended up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you're talking to the Symposium geeks.
We don't like school here.
Yeah, we just
It's
like
fine.
Lies.
we like talking.
Lies.
So how has the journey been for you? Because you're saying you just find yourself that you like school and then chigi. Like, how's the journey been for you? Because obviously you started with a different perspective or this different perception on like school. Just wanted to get your degree and go get money. And now you're just sitting there and be a broke lecturer. I don't know if lectures are broke, but yeah, talk to me.
Academia is money.
Nah, dog. Like,
There is.
okay, cool.
In South Africa,
We'll get into that.
academia has money.
Okay.
Anyways,
But I think we should start here. Like, what are you doing in
Thank you.
academia?
Yeah.
What are you
Thank
doing
you.
in academia?
Now I'm doing my final year master's in communications research. So undergrad I did strategic communication, so I branched into communication research now.
Okay.
So that's where I am now.
Right.
Explain strategic communication. Like, do you communicate in strategy? Like, what's happening?
Communication strategy.
Like, how so? Ntombi? Explain to us.
Undergrad, I worked with brands.
Oh, okay.
So you see those ads you see on TV.
Yeah.
That was us, undergrad. Like,
Okay.
these companies would come to us with briefs and things they need us to do.
Yeah.
They just give you a brief. So it was more practical.
Yeah.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear me? Oh, okay.
Okay. Back into what Angaz, maybe this is not related, but I was listening to someone talk this week.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how related this thing is to your field, but I found it quite interesting. Yeah. The person, I think, when's conversational analytics or something like that. They analyze conversations and blah blah blah. How far is that from what you do?
It's not really far, but I'm hearing that for the first time. Yeah, I'm hearing that for the first time, but it doesn't seem too far off from each other.
Yeah.
Because in communications, it's sort of an all-rounder. That's what we do.
Yeah,
communicate strategies, give brand strategies, like.
Oh, yeah.
Even you guys, okay, off camera, you must hire me because of those things too.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I find it quite interesting because obviously we talk here.
Yeah.
So what drew you to that? Like, okay. Carl, what options did you have after your undergrad?
Yeah.
And
After
why did you
undergrad.
choose what you're doing specifically now?
Postgrad.
Yeah, undergrad. Okay. End of undergrad. What options do you have
Well,
for
I had,
postgrad?
like I said earlier, I ended up here.
Yeah.
So this is what happened with my undergrad. I was doing Stratcom. My
Sure.
majors were Stratcom and communications alone.
Okay.
Standing alone.
Oh, okay.
So final year postgrad, undergrad, I'm applying for both.
Oh,
This
okay.
side and this side.
Ah.
I got accepted for both. Sat down with someone and weighed my options to say, okay, where do I go now?
Yeah.
So obviously the marks was better this side. So I was like, okay, I'm better here. So I might as well just branch to this
So the
side.
decision was basically based on your strengths.
On my strengths, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. No, that's cool, man.
Wow.
I wish I could. Yazi, I have this problem of wanting to learn everything, but I can't do that.
Why not?
It's not
I mean,
a
like, you can.
problem.
I don't
Be
have
the
all
Joe
the
Rogan
time,
of this
though.
podcast,
I don't
man.
have
Like,
all
what's
the
happening?
time.
What's happening?
Like I find it interesting, man. It was a communication. Like it's when I was listening to this person this other lady was sort of explaining how communication, like, but I explained this as the basic everyday talk and how this is different from that. Explain with you how to, these robot calls, how some people play around that and try to, like, they work with those things. So I find it quite interesting.
So
communication.
So now, okay, cool. So you said earlier on that you were on your undergrad, you were working with like not basic, but brands, obviously.
Yeah, brands.
So now I wanna ask, is it like related to marketing, Yana? Because now when you're working with brands, obviously, like they target marketers to get their product.
Yes.
So from your side and like strategic communicating, is it related to marketing, Gangani? What's happening there?
Definitely. It's related to marketing.
Yeah.
It has both corporate and marketing. So you have, in the same class as me, we had corporate communications and marketing communications in the same class.
Okay.
So we all did the same thing. It's just the degree differs in the name. So the strategic communications in corporate communications and in marketing communications. So it's a bit of both.
Yeah.
Like it's mixed. So I qualify for marketing communications. I qualify for corporate communications. So I can basically work anyway. So it's both behind the scenes and on the scenes.
Oh, okay.
What faculty is this?
Humanities.
Humanities. Okay, this is one thing. Angazi why.
Yeah.
But okay. It's in the question le.
Yeah.
How is the gender distribution for humanities as far as you
From
can see things?
because humanities collabo, man.
Yeah.
But gule level Ntombi.
Yeah.
How still the same.
We are the honors class. We had like 2 guys, 2 gents, and like 20 girls. So
20 girls.
I don't know.
2
Yeah,
guys.
like we had a lot. Like we're still a lot.
So now that like
I wonder why.
Yeah, because I don't know. Are we not creative enough?
I heard someone say the reason why guys are drawn more to STEM, science, tech, blah blah blah, and ladies to humanities. It's because in general, it's not true for everyone, but in general, men are much more interested in things, and women are much more interested in people.
Yeah.
Understand?
No, but I also
Ladies
makes sense.
prefer working with people.
people.
That's why there are more nurses that are female than male, and teachers that are female than male, and there are more engineers that are male
than female.
One would assume it's something related to IQ, but it's not. Actually, at lower levels, girls do better than guys in maths.
Yeah.
But they don't choose maths. They're just not interested in maths.
Yeah. No.
Why?
I don't know, but numbers, we leave that in high school.
Leave that to us.
Yeah.
No, we'll handle it. No,
the thing is now, it's funny how you mention IQ, but also I feel like it's the maturity of the EQ, the emotional intelligence side of things. I feel like most gents are not really emotionally intelligent. I don't know. Ntombi might.
I don't
because women are more prone to understanding people's emotions.
I just think it's interest, though.
Is it?
I don't think.
Is it?
I don't think there's a difference in EQ between men and women.
There is.
I don't think so. Maybe by age.
Yeah.
But in general, I don't think so.
I've had a lot of conversations with a lot of people.
Sure.
And most of them told me that, most of them are like people that are dating, right? So they come to me and be like, hey, I don't think that my boyfriend is mature enough to have such conversations. So now, which brings me to the point that emotional intelligence isn't something that we've quite grasped as the
opening up a can of worms.
Worms, right?
Let me not. Let me behave.
Yeah. Remember. You are allowed to say whatever you want to say.
Because I have a lot of opinions about that.
Yeah, we'll get into it as the conversation kicks off.
I don't agree,
right?
though. I don't agree.
You don't agree?
I don't agree.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Put that that red.
I think there are reasons why. Okay, example is
Ntombi, are you backing me up, right?
Hold on, I want to hear those reasons.
Look,
I want to hear this from a male perspective.
This is what I think. Based on what you are saying.
Yeah.
Gents are not ready to have such conversations.
Yeah.
I don't think that's right.
It's not that they're ready to have such conversations.
I don't think it's a matter of ready and not ready. And
it's the comprehension, Ntombi.
Disagree.
Yeah.
We are not willing to have conversations.
They don't want.
Yeah, it's not a matter of maturity or no.
Yeah.
They don't want.
Don't want to. And we have reasons why.
Why?
We don't trust.
Oh, why?
Because when you speak to ladies about something sensitive, they lack the EQ to hold it in. They just bam.
Wow, that's not true. Okay, you're the second person in
you see how I generalized? Right?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like when you generalize about EQ. I'm a chance. Yeah, understand?
Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. We'll visit. This is another episode, I guess, talking about EQ of guys and girls. So now, in academia, obviously, like we have established earlier on that in your faculty, it's mostly female based.
Yeah, there's a bit of both. There's some sort of balance. Like the gap is not that huge. Yeah.
So let's say, like you said, on your undergrad class final year or whatever, you said there were 2 guys.
That was my honors class.
Oh, honors class. 22 guys, 20 girls.
Thing is, you said academia, so I'm thinking about my department now.
Yeah.
So the people in the department, there's a bit of balance.
Oh, okay.
And the gap is not huge.
So I'd like to know about the gents. How was their participation in a female-dominated class?
Okay, so
how did
I wouldn't know, and here's why.
Yeah.
Honors 2020, COVID hit, lockdown. No more classes. So I don't know. I don't even know my classmates right now. So
online.
Not even. Like, are you sure they allocate supervisors for you guys?
Yeah.
And this way you just have a meeting with your supervisor and that's it.
And write your honors paper?
I don't know my people. I don't know my classmates. I don't know anyone.
Yes.
Yeah. You just have to make an effort to see if they CC people in the email. You just have to make an effort to see who's there. So lockdown.
So people you started with from undergraduate, did any of them pursue honors and now
No.
None?
No.
Is it
okay, what are you asking me? From the entire class of Stratcom undergrad? How am I gonna know 900 people? I don't know, but I don't think so. Like we have.
I thought you guys were good in communicating, so you communicate with 900 people.
We have people from film and TV. We have people from media. We have people from
Yo,
journalism. I don't know.
In fact, communication is broad.
It is broad.
And man, communication for me, effective communication. That's the only thing they taught me. In engineering, that's what they teach. Like you have to know how to effectively communicate. So now when you're telling me there's marketing, filming, blah blah blah, no, I'll go crazy.
It's too much.
Yeah, it's too much. Can you give me a component? I'll fix it. Basically.
That's what
See what I mean with
things,
guys and girls. Things.
But anyway,
people.
So now, as the it's a woman's month, right?
Yep.
So now, in terms of like your communication and I forgot your whatever you're studying, but it's difficult.
Communications research.
Communications research. So it's Women's Month, and we're trying to empower women. So would you say it is a good route, or is it a great route to take to study communication for anyone who might be interested in, like, because obviously,
Yes, definitely. I mean, I'm here. I consider myself an introvert, but I'm here.
What?
I don't like talking. I don't like crowds. I don't like people. No, I like people, but yeah, you get what I mean.
You just said you don't like people.
You know what I mean. How?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm surviving. I didn't die, and I would definitely, because of how broad it is. You have a lot of options. Where I am, I have a lot of options. I'm sitting in these degrees, and I have a lot of options. I can actually go wherever I want.
Like, let's go to the UK. Or Japan.
So I think this answers what I wanted to ask you. It's like if you had to start over, would you go the same route?
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
If you feel that way, I think
I would, because I didn't plan to be here. That's why I was asking you when you asked me earlier, do you mean undergrad or postgrad? How I ended up here also undergrad was, I didn't plan to. I was a numbers person, so I found myself here and I was like, I'm just going to give it a year and then I'm out. And then I was here and I'm like, actually, I'm not going anywhere.
So you settled.
No, that's nice.
So interesting, because now academia is not for everyone, right? Is it for everyone, or is it specifically designed for people who like books or know their interest as because most people, they decide to pursue postgrad after discovering the fact that actually I like school. Like me. Okay, I also didn't know that I liked reading, I liked writing. So if you're not into those things, don't go there, because there's a lot of reading, there's a lot of writing, and there's a lot of English. And so if you're not into that, I think that's one of the reasons why Shens are running away. English.
Nah, man. When I ask gender
gender-based violence.
Gender what?
Why you when zangata scan singam boys?
Really?
Yeah. You speak English here.
Where?
Yeah.
Yeah, where?
In the thing.
English.
No, but in most cases, I've heard chances. I've heard from personal experience. I wasn't performing very well in English at school. I was performing because average.
Were you interested in English?
Yes, a lot of
I wasn't, and that's why my English was not as good as the other stuff that I was interested in.
Yeah.
I think it's a thing of interest, dog. If you have the IQ for it, you can master it.
Yeah.
But if you don't like it, you don't like it. It's one of those things. Like a lot of girls, they don't like maths. It's not that they can't do maths.
Yeah.
If they put their mind to it, they can.
Are you raising your hand?
Hi, I don't like maths.
Why?
Not that I couldn't do it, but
but if you wanted to do it, you could do it.
Yeah.
Na English just
the brick is falling. I'm just thinking. But in most conversations, right, with academic people, and how has because the most challenging part in academia is doing research.
Yeah.
So now, I don't want to ask about your project because it's personal. It's not personal.
Please ask. Please ask.
Okay, cool. So what's your current research project now?
So I'm doing a study on the LGBT community. That's why I started VEL, my postgrad.
Yeah.
From honors, I've been doing the LGBT community as a whole. So going up, you have to narrow things down. You have to narrow things down to
the T.
Yeah. So now I'm just studying gay people and the church. Very interesting study. I love my study, so you have to ask.
Yeah. Okay. So
We can just
first
sit
questions
there.
first. Did you watch the episode with Randani?
No, not yet.
Oh, you are missing
Oh, I
out.
wish you had watched
I am missing out.
You are
I
missing
wish-
out.
But I already have an idea of what went down.
it.
But
Yeah,
I
but
think
like-
your assumptions are right.
Yeah,
Whatever you assume,
it's
that's
correct.
right.
Yeah. So now, when you like your focus of like study is gay people in the church.
Yeah.
What specifically like about gay people in the church?
Because that's broad.
That's very broad.
yeah, that's
Narrow it
in
down
depth. I'm
further.
gonna
Yeah.
narrow it down.
Yeah.
So I'm doing gay people and the Pentecostal charismatic churches, like our church.
Yeah.
Because with what we know is from traditional churches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things that came with the traditional church.
Yeah.
So I mean, like times have gone, like times have
Yeah,
flew.
yeah.
Like I just want to tap into what is happening now, because
Yeah.
we have gay pastors, we have like what's going on. Our
What
church.
direction are we taking?
Yeah, like what's happening now? Is the issue being avoided? Gay people being addressed at church? Like what's happening? What's the
Are we
treatment
being
now?
What are you
woke.
finding? I'm
What?
interested.
Yeah, yeah.
Hi. You'll read my thesis. I'm
Wow.
submitting October. I'm submitting just now, October.
Oh,
Be
okay.
patient.
Yeah, yeah.
Sharp.
Yeah.
We'll be on the lookout for that.
Anyway, man, like the conversation
Is it gonna be available for public consumption?
I hope so.
Okay.
I hope there's
Yeah,
processes.
I'm
but yeah,
definitely
I
gonna
hope
read
so.
that, because that's one thing I've been quite interested in. Like I said, I'm interested in a lot of things, but I can't pursue
Yeah.
everything.
Mhm.
That's one thing I've been interested to see.
Mhm.
What's gonna happen here?
Yeah.
This one is very interesting. You see a lot of LGBT community people in the church, and they are not directly addressed.
Address.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
But the population is increasing.
increasing.
Yeah.
Where is
And
it
a
going?
lot of people, obviously, from the previous years,
Yeah.
they would hide themselves in church.
Yeah,
Be
but
like-
they no longer do that now.
They no longer, yeah, they very
But
from-
no one is saying anything.
Anything.
Like we don't have a stance as the church on this.
You know, but like now, what happens with the traditional pastors? Can I tap into your personal life?
Yeah.
Now, okay, I know that your father is a pastor, right?
Mhm.
So have you had a serious conversation about him and like church? Because let's say he prepares a sermon,
Mm-hmm.
and then he goes and speak, and in that sermon, like he doesn't generally like address. I don't know. I've heard him his preachings and all that,
Yeah.
and like for you.
Mhm.
As someone who is like studying both like church and gay people,
mhm.
do you think your father is well equipped when it comes to that, like in addressing, let's say, in a church environment? Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I've learned about my parents, because I've also made them a bit of my study, because I would
Don't study us here at the symposium.
I'm studying my parents. Like I just tap into their minds
Yeah.
about this, and what I've realized is that older people are not well informed, and they're very teachable.
Yeah.
Because you would ask him Asho Intoso, and you're like, no, but Baba Goso, like you give him another perspective,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
like, oh, that's it. You know, so
Yeah.
you will see what they know is from what they were taught.
Yeah.
So they're very teachable people.
Okay.
So I think my dad would be for me and for my study and for because I'm into being
Because now I'm thinking, because in most cases I've been to, in fact, I've encountered people talking about like gay people and trying to kick them out of the church,
yeah.
and they saying that thing is like Busatan.
Yeah.
And a lot of parents, in fact, in some reality TV shows,
Yeah.
they would literally like call pastors to pray on their kids because they think the kid is sick.
Also, that's what the church does.
Yeah.
That's what the church does. Like they say, "Come as you are." They preach the "come as you are"
Yeah.
thing, and then when you come, they like
No,
need.
don't
Not you, not you.
They don't say no. They're like, "Come, let's pray for you and fix you," because not like that.
Yeah.
So they welcome you. Yes, they're gonna welcome you.
Yeah.
But when
Which
you're
I
in
find,
there,
which okay. Honestly, it's something also as someone who's can identify themselves as a Christian.
Yeah.
Have had a lot of thought experiments about.
Yeah.
Like for instance, okay, this is the stance that I know the church to hold.
Yeah.
Being a member of the
LGBTQ plus.
alphabet. Can I say the
Yeah.
alphabet? Being a member of the alphabet community
Yeah.
is sinful.
Yeah.
However, we also know from the church that being a liar is also sinful.
Thank you.
Are we therefore saying one sin is bigger than the other?
Thank you.
No.
Or one sin is more praying for than the other? Well, I've found myself wrestling around those questions. And I still don't have a stance. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, because now if dog, this conversation is taking a whole turn now. Hey, from academic.
Fine, man.
Okay, cool. So now, obviously, straight guys. Also, Filangati, as much as the church is preaching that, also straight guys from the Lukshin, they tend to look at you otherwise when you're gay. And they tend to behave some sort of way when like you interact. If let's say, for example, I have Rendan as a friend. So if I tell Jens, it's Norman, I have Rendan as a friend and Rendan is this type of person. They be like, hey, and then they start looking at me weirdly now. I'm like, hey, maybe now, now I'm starting to question. I'm like, is it because can I am I supposed to be guilty by association? Because I have to be guilty because I'm
friends with a gay person.
Yeah.
According to Ikas, yes.
According to Ikas.
And the church, I've seen this in many churches too.
Yeah.
Like, not you guys have to be straight. I've experienced people who can't stand being next to a gay person in church.
You have to be super
I'm like,
straight.
no, 2022, for real. You don't even want to engage in a conversation because a gay person is in the conversation with us. Like,
that's kind of weird.
So what's really different about like gay people and like, let's say in their like social settings? Because in most cases I've recently learned that most of them, they'd rather chill with gay people rather than straight people.
I don't blame them.
because of what you just said.
We
also.
are not very accepting of them. I don't blame them.
Is it also like as part of societal teachings that hey baba gays fuck?
Yeah man, it's like black people wanting to chill with black people because white people are not welcoming of them. It's just one of those things.
Interesting.
So that's how I look at it.
Which then comes to an idea I had like Uguti, most people they go to where they feel like they'll be welcome.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You go where you're wanted.
Yeah, where they don't want you, don't go.
Don't go. They'll kill you.
Which makes me wonder again as a Christian.
Yeah.
How many of the alphabet people have we turned away from church?
From God.
Yeah.
Let alone church. From God.
Yeah.
Because
how many of them have we turned away?
Hey, do you think like also I feel like church should start having such conversations now. It's not always about having to stand at pulpit and preach Jesus loves us all and then jiggy down the corner when you see a gay person like,
But okay. Do you guys where do you see this issue in like 10 years time from now? Do you think we'll ever find middle ground between the church?
We are moving slow, Shem.
But I think
we are moving
too
really slow. I feel like we should have been halfway there already. I mean, it's 2022.
Do you see any possible way of the church and the alphabet people living together happily ever after?
I think they have the potential to tolerate each other.
But that's not enough.
It's not enough. Also.
Tolerating is like,
we are far
I hate
from
you.
that. We're really, really far from that.
Yeah.
What they do is they come as you are and sit there in the corner.
So now
They want to participate in church. They want to sing. They want to preach. They want to.
Yeah.
But just come, but sit there.
Yeah.
But also, there's churches. There's gay churches. Like the what are they called? Episcopalian church. I don't know. I'm saying the word wrong. I'll
Actually,
find out. But there's a church like that says, "Come, we'll welcome and affirm you for who you are. Don't come and just be there and
affirm."
Yeah, that feels a bit clumsy for someone who's been in church for more than 20 years.
But yeah, there's churches like that.
Yeah.
Like meaning ukuthi izanzokutshela ukuthi
No,
like
no.
we
Come as you
fine.
are.
Come as you are for real. We're not gonna pray the gay out of you.
You are fine that
You are
way.
fine like that.
Yeah. You know, like there's something also okay, cool. As much as we are trying to accept the gay people community in our communities, I'm starting to think now, like, is it proper to teach kids when they were young? Because I've heard this other gent, he said, you can be a gay person,
Yeah.
sharp, I don't have a problem with you. But now I have a problem with you taking that teaching into my kids. It's my kid. I'll raise them the way I want the kid to be raised. You know, question is, you could see this guy, ne? So in fact, I think he was in a podcast of some sort.
Sure.
So this guy is saying, which isn't cool. He doesn't mind you being gay, but he just doesn't appreciate your gayness affecting his kids. do you think is that the right conversation or the right way of like bringing forth the gay, like in our society?
Hey man, I'm all for freedom. Do whatever you want, dog. It's your kids. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, because you can't tell him with his kids. So
Yeah.
Until they're 18.
Until they're old enough to.
So now this nigga will be like, yeah, if I see you with a gay person, I'll fuck you up.
But you're creating hate. Then there's something wrong with gay people. They won't be welcoming again.
Yeah.
They won't be accepting. They won't want to see themselves next to gay people. And
interesting.
The cycle continues.
So what are you hoping to achieve with your study?
I wanna people are, I don't know if people are ignorant or they just don't know. I just want to bring, like, I bought my study here, so I'm studying people from here, churches from here. So I bought it here for people abala.
Daveton, you see, we have people in academy. Like, let's reason.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we have people in academy. You know,
yeah, but that's the whole point. Like, I wanna bring it here, and finding people hasn't been easy, but when you find them, they're very interested. They're like, I'm all for it. I want to tell you everything. Because no one knows what they're going through. Because no one talks about it. Even at the church, no one talks about it. They're not being addressed. They're just being avoided. I don't know, like, what's going on. So
you want to spark a conversation around that?
Yes, and bring people into perspective. Like, just ordinary people like us also.
And I know this is a study, and with studies, as far as I understand how academia works, you're not supposed to have a stance because you're studying something. But do you have a stance on this whole
I'm for LGBTQ. Like, I'm for freedom. Like, everyone must do what they want. Like,
okay. So what happens to now?
And obviously my study is gonna be biased because
that's the thing. I was gonna get there with like
those are just the limitations that are there.
So I was about to talk about the objectivity of your study now, because now obviously in academia, in everything that you bring, it doesn't have to be feeling influenced. More like subjective.
You're just looking at and telling us what you find.
So now it's more like you give us facts. So now
yes, October. I mean, I just wanna see.
You just wanna read
the study
before you send me the PDF.
Definitely.
PDF. I wanna study. I think it will be an interesting conversation to have a different gay person.
I think you should come through again.
Please invite me.
You should come through again as well. We'll try to find one person from the church and one person from the LGBT community, and then have this discussion after the study.
Because cool. So in all your study, do you take into consideration on how like the straight people like see things, like their perspective on
they're the ones who want to bring into perspective. I must shed the light to them because
because as much as we'd say it's a good study, like obviously now they have opinions or they have facts or they have experiences with gay people that tends to like push them away because what am I even saying?
How much of this is culture and how much of it is church? Because I know even our traditional cultures don't.
You can't talk about such things and exclude others. Here, culture is involved. Patriarchy is involved because also it plays a very huge role in homophobia because of gender roles and all of those things. It plays a very huge role. So church is a very huge organization, and it religion. I wanted to say religion. It places it puts things into place that are followed by the entire universe. Who said
interesting? But in some cases, I don't know if it's true. They said the guy who wrote King James was actually gay. That's what they say.
The king?
Yeah, the king. King James was actually gay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's true, guys. But
that's interesting.
I had it flying away.
Very interesting.
So now, imagine there's a guy with a Bible. Okay, let's assume if it's true. There's a guy with a Bible after him. How Chigi, the guy is gay, and now Chigi, the church is kicking out gay people. And like, do you think?
Yeah, but it didn't write the Bible from scratch. It just in fact, it didn't even translate. He commissioned Shakespeare to translate. This guy was king in England and he told Shakespeare. Shakespeare translated this thing from Latin to English and name it my version. That's what he did.
Interesting. Now, I
Didn't
didn't
do
even know
much.
the history of that Bible.
Serious.
Yeah, I also did it.
That's
Yeah.
what he did, man. He was king. Do you think the king is sitting down studying? What is this meaning?
Zamutama King Atom.
No,
This is what is coming for you.
not really, man. I don't care.
But in later days, like, you know, like also when you're talking about religion, I feel like auntie, religion does play a big role because most of our societal norms actually come from church and
Yes.
religion.
Yeah.
Like, and now people are starting to want to shy away from the religion because of the attachments that it has. No, I'm not a religious person. I'm a spiritual person. Why are you running away?
Which I specifically find dumb. Not as a religious person, I'm a spiritual person. What the hell is that?
They're spiritual. They're not
not
religious.
I find that
religious.
very disturbing.
How so, Mdu?
Don't say that, man. Just don't say it.
Why?
Just don't say it. It sounds stupid. Don't say
Yeah.
that.
This is
I know
I
what
feel
you
like
mean.
people
I know
Yeah.
what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
But don't say it.
How can they say it then?
Don't
Because it
just
needs
don't
to be
say it.
said after all.
Don't say it.
yeah.
It needs to be said.
Spirituality tends to become religion, even if you firstly intended it not to be religion.
Yeah.
But there's some religious things that you do as a spiritual person. So please, just don't say it.
Okay, but they're
I
probably
understand
lacking
what you
better
mean.
words.
Yeah.
You're trying to
Shy away.
dissociate
Yeah,
yourself
it's
from
always the
it.
case.
I get it, but just don't say it, man. Find something else to
Interesting.
say.
They probably don't understand what religion means, the word itself.
From your communication
Yeah.
perspective, do you think like you can define it for us?
Religion.
Yeah, namangas.
Hayi noma
Untombi
ngazi.
akafundi
Hawu,
linguistics,
ngifundi
so-
linguistics mina.
You never know, Pela. Communication is everything, you know. It's like church.
But it sounds like what you're studying is fun, man.
It is. It is
Sounds
very
like a lot of
interesting.
work because I imagine
is.
people don't want to come forward and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But
One
it
more-
sounds fun.
Yeah, interesting question. Have you ever like found a homophobic woman? Like they hate on lesbian women?
No.
Because
I've never seen a homophobic woman on TV.
really,
No, actually. All the people, it's not that they're homophobic, it's that they don't understand. They'll tell you ukuthi mina understand ukuthi kuyenzakalani ngalo muntu.
Yeah.
Kanjani why yena feel kanje nje. It's just that
Yeah.
they don't understand, not that they spew hate
yeah.
like that, homophobia like that.
So
But
let me give you a scenario. Cool. So I don't know. Ne? My question basically is: do you think being gay is something you adapt socially, or it's something you are born with? Listen to the story I'm about to give you now, right? So there was an interview based on Oposha Modise.
Yeah.
We all know Oposha Modise. Hey, superwoman in Africa. Cool. So she said when she was growing up, I hope like if you're misquoted, guys, forgive me. She said she grew up like playing with her brothers.
yeah.
Started playing soccer with her brothers, you know. So she adopted some of the things, you know, like by gent, because I mean, like you're exposed to gents. So she played with guys, and then chigi later on in primary, she found that she's attracted to girls, and then chigi like she would change about my gents. Obviously, I'm grounding. Like there's no changing rooms, so.
Yeah.
Should go there, change the gents, and she wouldn't feel anything or she wouldn't see anything different. You know. First question there is that did she adopt that good as in I feel like I'm one of them now, so it doesn't matter. And then secondly is the first question I asked you, which is it socially something is it socially or something she was born with, or is it something I found her when she was playing soccer with her brothers and that association?
Okay. So personally,
Yeah.
I feel like it's both it's different for each individual.
Yeah.
Each individual or in the community. It's different for each of them. Ne? And then studies say it's their environment.
Yeah.
Like the scenario you just gave me. They
Yeah.
say that it's the environment that influences what they decide to be.
Yeah.
Ne? And then that's why earlier, back in the years, they thought they could fix you. Like you could go to therapy and unlearn that.
Yeah.
Unlearn being gay, unlearn
Yeah.
having feelings for... That's what they thought. But
Yeah.
personally, I feel like it's a bit of both. My partner asked me recently, Uguti, do I think it's offensive to say to an old person, it's fine, you can be what you are. You can be what you want to be. Because some people in their community say, I didn't choose to be like this. So is it offensive for me to say, you can be what you want to be? Me, it's as if I'm disregarding the fact that
Yeah. they didn't
they
choose.
didn't
Yeah,
choose
yeah,
to. So I feel like it's a bit of both. Some choose, some they don't. Like
Okay.
lesbian women, some choose because they've been so abused by male people so much that they like, I don't want to be in relationship with a man anymore. I want to branch to this side. They chose that. But others, they feel like they were born like that. And it's very offensive for you to say,
Be whatever you want.
be whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah. So
hope-
Yeah, you
Answer
have
your
a lot to
question.
learn.
Sorry,
Tonight, Abakulele Church, we have a lot to.
And learn also.
Yeah.
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 So now, right, cool. My question about Portia Modise. So do you think, Uguti, like the role of a society at some point, it does play a role in who you become into the future?
Definitely, your surroundings do influence.
So now, what happens to those people who grow up gay, although they went to church, although they went to like Badlala Namachans, but they ended up being gay? Do you think
Ended up? What do you mean? They ended
I
up
don't,
gay?
okay, cool.
Were they
Sorry
not gay?
Sorry to put it that way, but they
This is
came
what I
out later. They came out later. It doesn't. I actually am gay, but although like in Kule Namachans, Lala Namachans, but hey, utabang maga leputres katabang yang charm like.
Coming out is one thing.
Yeah.
Being gay is another.
Being what?
They've probably been
Being
gay.
what?
Okay, being gay.
Oh, okay.
And coming out.
Oh,
Those
yeah,
are
yeah.
different things.
Okay, yeah.
Because you might have been gay you've realized from a very young age.
Yeah.
But you finally sum up the courage, Masona 26. Doesn't mean you were not gay when you
Yeah,
were
yeah.
13 or, so.
Yeah.
What was the question again?
Yeah, you just summarized it basically.
Okay.
In a question that I plan to ask each of these ladies this month,
Okay.
what can we do
Oh yeah.
for girls now that's gonna benefit them as women later? Like instead of us every August saying, hey,
Happy
we
Women's
care about
Month.
women,
Yeah.
what can we do? Whether it's by teaching, by affording opportunity, what can we do for girls now that's gonna benefit them later as women?
In what aspect of life?
Anything
aspects
that
of life.
you find interesting about life, like what can we contribute as society to girls that's gonna make them better women,
Okay, I haven't thought about that.
whether be it teaching them things, I don't know, whatever.
Definitely teaching them things. Or okay, say me, I'm in academia. What I would do, or what I would. I didn't have that. I would love to have me 13-year-old come and advise me about these kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's what I would do. I think that's what would be beneficial. Like to have some blueprint.
Yeah.
Because I just found myself where I am and I
No
have no
guidance,
nothing,
no map.
nothing. So I would provide a me, which I think I'm doing already. Because like I said, in my
Which is good.
industry, there's a lot of women,
Yeah.
and I tutor at school. So
Yeah.
I feel like that too is I'm doing what I'm saying.
Which is good, because I was about to say what you're saying feels like has to be done by women.
Yes.
So-
exactly.
Don't look at us, ladies. You can do it. We are
Don't be
behind
Can
you.
do it. Yeah.
We'll do for boys, do for the ladies.
Yeah.
We are behind you.
So another same question, but for guys now.
For guys,
What can we do for guys that's gonna benefit
Them.
ladies?
Yeah, in the future.
it's going to benefit guys. Raise better men, please. Be kind to your children.
What does that mean?
guys? Hey, hi.
What does better
you
mean?
are modern day fathers.
What's wrong with you?
Me, I want to understand.
Yeah,
To
because now
understand. Raise better men.
Yeah.
Better is too broad.
Hey,
What does better mean?
teach these kids to I don't know. Teach your kids how to treat women. Treat your.
don't you think they learn from home though?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I'm saying your children, because they can only experience you from home. Only your children.
Yeah.
Only your children are gonna experience you from home.
Yeah.
Teach your women. I don't know, guys. I just conversation for another day. This one's very important.
Really?
Right. I know you have strong feelings about this one, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll just hold it here.
For now.
Yeah.
Go sum up your-
Ungakavuka mo pie. Just hold it here.
So kuthandazela thina sikhiphe le demon.
Yeah, man.
So anyway, man, thank you for pulling through, right?
Thank
And we really enjoyed the conversation. Although, like, it's
Yeah.
been long, eh?
No, relax. She's gonna come back. October, like Suzanne.
Yeah.
Just maybe she'll come around November. Just give us some space to read through, find the right people, and then bring her back.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's a lot here.
That's why she said we must hire.
There is.
Yeah.
You telling people that I said that?
Yeah?
Ntombi.
No, we'll speak to her. Don't worry. We have good connections.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, man, thank you for pulling through to the Symposium Podcast. And what are you, but before you leave, obviously, but what are your, like, last words now to, like,
To who?
anyone?
To the ladies.
Us.
To the ladies.
Yeah, it's,
Women's Month.
you know, Happy Women's Month.
Happy Women's Month. Because the country's burning.
Yeah, please tell people to, like, subscribe and comment.
Please like, subscribe, and comment, guys.
Tell them you enjoy the content.
Why are you feeding Ntombi?
I enjoy the content.
Stop feeding her words.
It's like I'm forcing her to say that I've gone here. Eh?
Even if she doesn't enjoy the content, I'm just gonna say she enjoys.
It's actually funny. But anyway, man, thank you guys. Thank you for pulling through. We really appreciate your effort and coming to educate us as a Symposium Podcast. For now, all I could say is 2.0 conversation with Ntombi Maseko, aka.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Relax, we'll
don't
hold
worry.
you to it before you hold us. Relax.
Okay.
Stop holding each other here, you know. So if you did like if you did enjoy the content, obviously smash that like
Do the
button,
right things.
comment, give us what do you think of the conversation? Yeah, show us some love. Subscribe also. Tell your friends, your boyfriend, ex-boyfriends, cousins, family, your grandfather, your dog if it has YouTube. Please make sure that you like our content. But for now, we out.
Yeah, man.